Hey guys, this is Garies. Welcome back to another episode of Survival Done. We are back here in Minecraft Plus, and as you can see on my mini-map, there is a new structure right in front of us. So, in a previous episode, we talked about having an iron farm using golems, iron golems, and we need to get villagers. So, this is a huge project with multiple parts. So, we are going to have a few parts to this. So in the last episode I planned it out and I showed you in the creative world how it looks and how it operates. Well, not really operates, but how we're going to build it. So I built it in this, between that episode and this episode, and this is how it looks. So I decided to build it out of these stone bricks rather than cobblestone, because we can smelt it now and it looks much better, and this scaffolding is making life so much easier. I'm so glad they've added that. So this thing over here is going to be a Minecraft roller coaster loop thing, or whatever you want to call it. So what it's going to do is it's going to help us scare the villagers that we're going to put up here. So this is going to be the villagers room. We're going to have a few beds here and a few villagers here. So this is 3 high, so I hope this is enough that the golems doesn't spawn here. But if it isn't, we can just lay out some slabs also, and then hopefully they won't spawn here, and hopefully they won't spawn anywhere outside. There's stairs up and down, or on the top and the bottom. The bottom is for the mine guard, because it's going to have a zombie, pretty much the same as we had in the test world. I don't know if I really showed how it goes, but it's fine, doesn't matter. I'll definitely show you guys over here. So what's going to happen is the zombie is going to be on a track here, and he's going to run around. And while it's running around here, he's going to scare the villagers, and the villagers is supposed to spawn a iron golem up here. Okay, so once the zombie is going to come here, maybe we'll start it here. So it's going to go around, and eventually it's going to come back up, and then once it's going to come in here again, we'll have a redstone torch over here, and as soon as it comes here, it's going to be bounced. Maybe I don't make a lot of sense now, but I'll definitely show you guys and you'll see. He's going to come here, and he's going to go around, and he's going to come down. He's going to make a few loops, and then once it goes there, okay, this one isn't nice. Once it goes there, it's going to come back a bit, and he's going to go on the outside or to the left, doesn't matter, and he's going to come back around the spiral and go back up. So the thing is, the villager spawning and breeding mechanics have changed quite a bit since last time I've made one of these farms. Last time I made it, you could have made it with where's the rest of my scaffolding now? Left in the chest downstairs. You could have made it with doors. So what I did, and a few other guys also did that same thing. On the outside, you make a small hole next, or small area right next to the 4 sides, with a 1x5 and a lot of doors in there, and you put a few villagers in each side, and then each side has a possibility of spawning a iron golem in there. I don't think this is very efficient anymore, as I've seen other YouTubers farms. They have 4 separate farms in 4 different corners, and it looks like that actually quadruples the possibility of spawning, because there needs to be a space in between. But I'll do that once we go to 1.17, because 1.17 it changes again, so that the golems only spawn at the topmost level. So that's why we need to make sure we're so high above the ground excuse me, because they can actually spawn at the bottom. But once we get to 1.17, we can actually bring this down quite a bit, and then the golems will spawn at the topmost floors. But yes, so that is built. Now we need to get villagers. So as I said in the last episode, I will spend some time and off cam go get some villagers, or set up a portal system between this village over here and then do a portal to our system. But on my way there, I discovered this village over here. So it was nighttime, so I turned around and I came back. So what I'm rather going to do is, I think it's about the same distance and the same trouble as setting up a railroad in the nether, which is actually much more dangerous. So I'm going to grab some cobblestone, and from right here I'm going to make a railroad system. So from right here we're going to go down a few blocks, we're going to go up in the air, and we're going to come over straight, and then we're going to have a rail system because we can catch villagers in a cart, and then we can bring them here. And we need to make a small villager farm. So I've seen a few things and I've read up on a few things. So once a villager, if you want to breed villagers, you need to have certain rules. How can you put it? Certain conditions met before they will spawn, breed. So it's not as easy as breeding cows or sheep or anything like that. What you need to do, you either need to give them free bread each, or 12 or 13 carrots, potatoes, or beet. So yeah, that's fun. But the nice thing is, since I've last time used villagers, all these new things, like, I don't know if grindstone, but blacksmith, there's a blacksmith thing going on, and then or is it this one? No, it's not a grind. It might be a grindstone. So if you have a grindstone next to a villager, it will take on the profession of said grindstone, which is a blacksmith. Or if you put a, why is my caps lock on? If you put in a composting bin next to the villager, it will take on the role of a farmer, and it will actually farm things. So we're going to increase our carrot farm a little bit, maybe over here in this direction. We'll make a small carrot farm, a little bit bigger than that one, because that one only has 16 carrots. So we need at least 26, because it's 24. I can't remember now. So it's either one of the two. So we're going to increase the size so that we can at least get 30, let's say 30 carrots out of it, and we'll put some composting bins there, and then we'll put in 2 villagers in there, and they will farm the carrots. Okay. Oof, it's sleeping time for us. 1 second. Okay, so we'll have a setup where the 2 villagers can sleep if it's nighttime, and we'll protect them within a room or a wall. Maybe we should make a greenhouse effect. That might be fun. Yes, let's make a greenhouse here, and then the villagers can breed in there or do the farming. And then what we need to do is we need to put how can I explain this? So if you have a square, you put the 2 villagers in there, and they will breed, but you only put 2 beds in here so that they sleep. But then further away you put another bed so that the villagers know, okay, if they make a 3rd baby, that there's a place for the baby to go. But you put this bed outside of the reach of that baby, so you make a place similar than we made there. We put some trapdoors so the small villager think he will go to that bed, but it falls down and it goes to another room, a safe room, and then this bed isn't occupied by that villager. So these 2 will breed again because they think that bed is still open, and so on and so on, and that's how you breed villagers. So every day. I think it's every morning they will breed if they have carrots, but they will farm it and they will have carrots in their inventory, if I understand it correctly. So we are going to try set up the system, but first of all we need to make a road over there. So let me grab a couple of stacks of this water is for farm up there, which we're not going to do yet. Actually, we can go do that quickly. I just need my other scaffolding. So let me meet you up on the iron farm, and then I will take some cobblestone, couple stacks of cobblestone, and then we'll go over to the village and see if we can transport. But then I need to actually make a whole railroad system for that. Anyway, let me quickly go up there. Actually, just want to show you, it's not going to be too difficult. As you see, this scaffolding is going past to the side, so we can just extend this scaffolding a little bit. Oh, scaffolding is so awesome. It's really a nice building tool. Man, how many times I fell and died building tall structures. There we go. Okay, so this is small slabs, so that nothing spawns up here, hopefully not. It might be that the iron golems spawn up here, but we'll see. So let's place the water buckets. So what's happening is the water will go... Ooh, I didn't do something. Let me go grab some fence posts quickly. Okay, we're back up here. Sorry, I didn't mean fence posts, I mean signs. So we need signs for this. So we still need to put in glass there. I don't think I have enough glass, but I definitely have enough sand. Last time I think I went and got enough sand for us. So let's just pop up here. Okay, so what's going to happen now is we're going to place this block of water here, and it's going to flow, and that's exactly the space where water will continue to flow. So if we add another block here, water would have stopped and enough, it wouldn't have gone any further. So if we place a block of water here, you'll see it will flow, and it will flow over, and it will continue to that side. So that will, if a golem spawns here now, it will be pushed into the hole. And why we have the signpost there is so that the water doesn't go down, otherwise it's too much water. Okay. Ooh, something's wrong here. Oh, no, it's not. So just make sure that all the water flows to the correct direction. When I first built this, water was quite weird. Over here, it would have flown towards each other. It wouldn't have started flowing outward. So you had to make a weird McGaffery here and to let it flow into that direction. Otherwise, things could have gotten stuck here. But they've changed that, so it's actually quite cool. Oh yeah, I forgot about it. We're high enough for water to freeze. So let's just place a torch on each side. We'll unfreeze that. So that's another thing we can do in the future. We can make a ice farm now that we have silk touch. That's definitely something we need to get, because it's much easier having carrying ice around rather than carrying buckets of water around the whole time. And this isn't silk touch, right? No. So we can... oh, there it goes. Just as I was about to break it. Okay, all looks good. We don't have... no, we don't have that. Okay, so this now should be sufficient for golems to spawn. Okay, so let me show you... oh, we go quicker. Ooh, actually get hurt. Interesting. So we can actually now break this. Of course, we're not going to use this anymore. Okay, there we go. We can still go up. Yes, we can still go up. That's right. Just want to make sure this is a correct spot. Yep. Yes, we can duck down this half slab. So this is a trick we're going to use to keep the villagers in and to let the babies out, so that the big villagers doesn't go out. Okay, and then what we're going to have a double chest over here, and we're going to have 4 droppers facing into the chest, and then over here we are going to use the other things. Oh, that's the wrong side. Not really. Will work still. So you place fence post there. If with glass all the way to the top, you put lava here, and then the golem will stand on here. And golems is free. Oh, that was the wrong place. So we were correct in the first place. Okay, so lava will be here, golems will stand, and the lava will burn their heads. And once they die, they will either drop some iron ingots or poppies. So we don't care about the poppies as yet, but we'll save them up. And we... Oh, you know what? I've been such an idiot. We don't need to have a double chest. We're going to feed it into our sorting system. Ah, derp. So I'll do that. We'll do it the exact same way we did this one, so I'm not going to show that on cam. So before we ramble too much and waste too much of a video, let me go grab or set up the rail system for the villagers. We'll see you in a sec. Okay, so we are here over by the village, and yes, that was a fun build. So these protrusions, or whatever you want to call it, one is a torch, the other one is a redstone, and it's about 10 apart each one, and it comes down to here. So over here, while there's 2 tracks, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a powered rail here and a powered rail here with a button here that also connects this one. So actually I need to break this one down, and then this button will power my rail. I'm going to sit in this cart, and then there's going to be a redstone running down towards that one, and that is going to power this rail. So hopefully, if all works out fine, that rail will go off, and then I will come behind it, and I will be able to monitor that cart with the villager in all the way to the base, and also loading chunks. So this guy, I just did a few trades with sticks, and we actually get a few emeralds. Okay, but it's getting dark, so let's sleep. Okay, quickly slept. There's a few things, a few dangerous things here, but there's at least already an iron golem. So let's go. Let me show you the route, because I need to go get a bunch of rails. I went through just over 10 stacks of cobblestone making this, but I've already put all the other things. So that's cool, so I can just lay down tracks. So that's going to be basically 10 stacks of normal track. Ooh, all the iron we need, and if we already had our iron farm, that would have been done already. That's a bummer. Alright, so let me run back to base, and I'll bring you back in a sec. Okay, and here we are at the end of our railroad, or where the railroad is supposed to go. Now this is a good 2-3 minute run at full speed all the way. So that's very interesting. Why don't you fire? Oh, it's one isn't in front yet. Let's see if you can see it by any chance. So what I think we should do, since there's so many to do actually, and rather of making only 2 or 3 long episodes, there we go, we just got it in time, 2 or 3 episodes this week, let's make it a couple of short episodes. So let's call it here, and then in the next episode we'll build a greenhouse over here. So I'll lay the track off cam, because that's going to be boring. We want to see that. And then we'll build a greenhouse in the next episode, and then we will, hopefully, depending on how long the episode is, we'll go grab villagers, and we will populate the greenhouse. So I'll quickly do a test of a greenhouse. I haven't made a greenhouse in my test world, so maybe I should just make sure of the mechanics and if it works, etc. That would be a good thing to do. So yes, so let's call it an episode here. I know it's a very short one, especially for me, but yeah, rather a few short ones than pushing it too long and getting frustrated. So let's call it. Thank you for joining me, guys. Hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope I showed you something interesting with the build, with the iron farm. I know it's not an iron farm yet. It's step 1 of the whole big project. And step 2 was getting a railroad from a village to our base. Massive undertaking. And the fun is going to be breaking this all down again. Let's see, actually, just quickly. I don't think I have enough rails. Yeah, no, not even close. Fun. Okay, we have enough gold for a stack of gold tracks. The problem is the iron. Maybe you should go mine off cam. But yes, let's call it. Thank you again. Jeez, how many times have I said that today? But yes, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would appreciate it a bunch. And I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers!